huh, I see a big toe. So if I see a big toe, he must have his hand on the medial side. So if he has his hand on the medial side, and he's standing on the lateral side, this person must have lost their leg in some type of Mardi Gras accident. So you're like, where's that leg? Well, honestly, you just move the leg out of there so you can see the mobilization, okay? But there's no need to get yourself in a crazy position to slide your left all the way and then take your leg off the table. There's no need to get into a position like this, okay? So, but just so you can see, that's why I did this. Okay, so come on back, all right? So, number one, because I get that every year. People are like, is their other leg supposed to be doing something funny or weird? Okay, no. Then the next thing, here is have your patient slide towards you as far as they can. Good. And then basically, well, what's the resting position of this joint? The slight flexion, right? So you could just put them in the resting position. You could bring them up into a little bit more flexion. Really, it's up to you what you do, but just somewhere in a resting or somewhat midway position. But this traction can be done in flexion to 90. It can be done in flexion, you know, at 150. It can be done very close to extension, all right? So then the next thing you're going to do is basically take your hand on the medial side of the leg. You take your other finger, find the joint line. Again, you can't see that. Let's bring this leg over. Can the camera see this? Yeah? Yeah? Okay, good. So you can take your finger and put it towards the joint line. But really, he's talking about, you know, trying to feel the opening of the joint line. Not so much. Really, what I want to do is where that X is, have my hand here to stabilize that femur on the table. And simply in this position, just turning your body, and you're getting knee traction. And it feels really good. After a real vigorous stretch, doing some knee traction feels awesome. Okay? You can do traction with a little bit of oscillation. And sometimes if you're in a real hurry and you're not real worried about, you know, stabilization, just relax your leg. I could just pull here, but see what happens to the knee? It kind of goes more towards extension. So, you know, you might want to make sure that you are holding this thing and then just giving them some traction. So this is how this would go. All right, Miss Smith, we're going to stretch the, you know what, out of you to get knee flexion. So you got her in this position. You're like, Mother of Christmas, pushing on her real hard. She's like, stop. All right, and then you say, okay, give you a little break. Right. Traction. Mother of Christmas. And then you just give her a little traction. All right, we're back at this, okay? Some people, if you're flexing or stretching them into a lot of flexion like this, you got them really in this position, it's really tough on them, they will probably hit you if you take their leg and pull it back into extension. Because when you have someone's leg in knee in flexion for a long period of time, when you move the other way, they do not like it. So one of the things I might consider you doing, so you don't have to move so far out of flexion, is when you get done with your stretch, just come here, take this leg, stand it like this, come up here on the ankle, low traction. You can do a little oscillation like that. Okay, it feels really good. You can shake it out a little bit, give her a break. Okay, back to it. Boom. You got me? Okay, so traction. Any questions? No? Feels good? Yep. You gonna do it with your patient after you stretch them? Please? Okay, give it a go.